Hey y'all, Ashley here. Today I'm jumping on to share all of the Christmas projects that I made and just kind of do a bit of a walkthrough of what I used and all of that. I didn't make all the Christmas projects that I wanted to make this year, but I did, which is normal. I always have more projects that I want to make than I get to, but I did make a good amount of things. That said, by the time I'm posting this, I am also going to post this at the same time as I list a few bundles on my Etsy shop. So what I'm planning on doing is just bundling up a variety of items together and listing those in my shop. So anyway, I will leave a link to that in the description if you want to check that out. But for now, I will just go through the projects. So first I made these little shaker bags. So this is a kit. This paper is a kit from Miss Kate. I get her monthly subscription kits. And I did get this kit pretty late in the month, so I wasn't expecting to make too many projects with it, but then I ended up making quite a few. I'll show you here in a second, but this is the first one. This is a separate die. This is a poinsettia die, and then I used some thickers, a little pom-pom for my stash, some alphas, and then this is a ScrapDiva die, 3D gift bag die. This is actually the fall one, but I only just used the outer pieces to turn it into a shaker, and so yeah, it works perfectly fine for what I wanted it to make. And then I also made a Mary one as well, kind of same thing, but just different words, but all the papers and stuff are the same. So yeah, I made those little 3D bags. And then also with this collection, I made some other shakers. So I made some shaker tags that are super, super fun. I used one of the cut apart sheets and I just turned all of the cut aparts into shakers with the same sequin mix in there, and then added in a little bit of ribbon, some pom-poms again. This is the mittens and mistletoe pom-poms that I recently hauled. So I added some of those onto these projects just as a little extra pop. And then these are the die cuts that came with the collection kit. So yeah, so fun. All these are fun shaker mixes and shaker tags. And then I also made some shaker frames. So these ones are so cute. This is using the same collection, but the little snowman guys these were gifted to me. These are stickers that were gifted to me. So this is separate, but yeah, otherwise, and actually these words must have been from something else too. So really just the paper and then some of the like snowflakes and stuff are from Miss Kate, and then the sequin mix I made, the little snowman were gifted to me, and then I think the words are probably from Rosie Studio. I think I pulled them out from a Rosie Studio pack. But anyway, I made a bunch of these little shaker frames. I think they came out super cute, and I made them thin. I like making them thin too once in a while. So many times I use foam, but this is nice, like thin, easy to add on because the snowmen are already pretty layered. So yeah, I kept to the frames themselves pretty thin. And so that's these little shaker frames. And then the collection had a lot of little Santas, these little guys on the papers, and so I did some fussy cutting, and I just wanted to make some like little paper clips with just the little Santa faces, and then I used my Nuvo drops to just add a little pop there, and I think these came out so cute, just like a little fun embellishment. And then I also had more of these flowers that I had die cut. I had die cut these out early in the month, and I had a few left over that I didn't end up using on anything else. So I just turned these into paper clips too. And I think how I will probably package them up is just like this. Like I like how it's just an extra little pop you can just throw onto something else. So yeah, I had a few more of these flowers, and so I threw those onto some paper clips as well. So tons of paper clip embellishments. Actually, I have more paper clips. I also used the crepe paper collections I've been playing with. So I think that that's everything for Miss Kate. So then going to crepe paper, as you know, I've hauled a lot. Well, if you've watched some of my recent hauls, you know I've hauled a lot from OfficeSupply.com on the Holly Jolly collection from crepe paper and the Mittens and Mistletoe collection from crepe paper. And I have been just mixing and matching them and making a good amount of stuff with them. So I made these little paper clips with a bunch of layering, with the stamps, the sticker books. I fussy cut out some of the gifts. I used the little enamel dot set, and yeah, these just came out, and then I did some stitching. And so I love making paper clip embellishments. So that's how those ones turned out. And then I also took the Mittens and Mistletoe tag set that I had recently hauled. And I just tore out all the tags from the book, and a few pages of tags from the book. And then I just stitched them, and then I just embellished them a little bit. And so it came already in this to from tag, and all I did was just do some embellishing and stitching. And I had fussy cut out a bunch of the little animals from Holly Jolly collection, and so I added those on here too. I think these came out so cute with the little stamps and the bear. And I love the little gingies. So cute. So that's this one. I made one of these, and then I had to make another one because it was like, this is coming out adorable. I love tag flips, and the size of this one is so fun. And yeah, I just kind of was using up all the elements I had already fussy cut out and everything too. So that was like perfect use. So yeah, a bunch of little tags on these. And that is what these two look like. Really, really love those. And then let me stick with crepe paper and show some of the other things that I made with it. So this is the Bell tag die set from ScrapDiva. And I used some of the glitzy paper I've been hauling recently. I used the Holly Jolly collection paper. And then this is kind of like a mix again, Holly Jolly collection, Mittens and Mistletoe collection. So pom-poms, enamel dots, all of that. I don't know if you can tell, but I also have a little circle that I had punched out that has some texture paste on it as well, some pink texture paste. So kind of tucked in there as a layering piece on these, but it's got a little bit of extra stuff in there because of that, extra texture in there because of that. All these are stitched, and then I have twine, a couple different sizes of twine, the super thin one, and then kind of the thicker twine on all of these, and then these green ones, and a little super small gift bag bows that are so cute. I think these ones are from Amazon, I think. The little gift bag bows. So yeah, and then that's those tags. And then I also made, so the pages, these ones are just for my own albums. These are all just like decorative pages that I made for myself. So I did make some pocket pages. I love these small pocket pages. They're so, so fun. So again, these are using those 2 crepe paper collections I've been playing with, and then some of these charms that I got a while back from Temu. And then did some stitching and then some layering on top of the pockets. And so cute and sweet. And then I did some shaker pages as well. So I used a couple different sequin mixes in this one, more like a red and gold green one, and then a pastel one, in a couple of the squares with a little bear holding up the lights. I love this image. This is such a cute, fun image from that Mittens and Mistletoe collection. So, so cute. So yeah, then that's this shaker one. And then I made one tiny one with all the tiny pockets. This is all for the 4x4 albums, but I made one with the small 3x3 pockets and used up a bunch of the like little stickers, but then again, like more of my fussy cutting as well. I did a fussy cutting of one of the Holly Jolly pages to get all these like little bows and flowers and bells and things. That was all kind of fussy cut out to get the smallest images. But some of the sticker sheets had like really small images too. Like this was just from the sticker sheet, which is so cute. So it worked out great. And then I used my little clothespin from Doodlebug. Okay, and then some more pages that I made. I made some larger pages for my bigger album. Some just like pure decorative pages. I honestly, you know, like I like how they came out, but it was kind of a bit of a struggle to put these. I put these together. I started with these and then I kind of moved on to the smaller pages, which were just more fun for me to put together than these bigger ones, frankly. But yeah, so this one I kind of tore up one of the pages to give it a little kind of to add this part of it, and then the backing on the polka dot page, and stitched all around. This is the little candies from ScrapDiva. That's a die set from ScrapDiva. This is the gingerbread die set from ScrapDiva from last year. And I, instead of turning it into a 3D house, I just used the 2 images to make it a flat image. And then used more of the candies for the windows. And then I splattered some paint in the end to give it like this little snowy effect. Use some chipboard here too. It's a really fun page, but just, I don't know. I like these larger pages just take me, I don't know. I felt like I was kind of pushing myself to finish it. And so then that's why I kind of switched to the different sizes later. These were a couple of the first pages that I did. This one I fussy cut out all of these presents early on. And so I just used all the pink and red ones for this page, for the background. And then on the top, I used all the colors. This is a separate die. This is a postage stamp die that I got from Temu a while back. So yeah, that's those 2 kind of larger pages. Okay, and then the collection I started with this year was the Rosie Studio collection. Their Christmas collection. And I made some tags with it. So again, I used the little candies from ScrapDiva, this candy dies from ScrapDiva. And I made some little tags, little cute tags. I originally made them as embellishments, but then I ended up turning them into tags later. And then I made these little door tags as well with stitching and ribbon, bows, some Nuvo drops on the wreaths, and then these open up. I used one of them on this page that's going in one of my smaller, my 6x8 album. It's half page for that album, and then the back is just a page full of tags. which is so fun. This is another die set from ScrapDiva. And then I made this little small tag clip using the candy jars die set from ScrapDiva, and then that Rosie Studio Christmas collection. So that was a little tag clip, and then some kind of chunkier tags using the wavy oval die set, wavy oval tags die set from ScrapDiva. And then I ended up popping on a little bit later, like some of the enamel dots from that Mittens and Mistletoe collection, just to kind of add some extra pops in there. And then I also made this page. And this is using, again, ScrapDiva dies, the gingerbread folio add-on, and then the gingerbread bag topper. So the bag topper I just used as like a little topper to this vellum sheet that covers all these different washies. He just pulls out a little pocket, and then this guy too. Just pulls out this little pocket page. And I think that is everything. So, yeah, that's what I made for my Christmas projects this year. I'm going to start putting everything away and again, kind of listing things, bundling things up, listing things. And so that will be everything for Christmas for a little while. And then I'm going to move on to a next set of projects that I am looking to make. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.